Generative AI has evolved into a full-scale commercial engine. It is now the primary driver behind modern marketing workflows, producing everything from hyper-realistic brand spots to rapid-fire ad creative. Growth marketers are seeing serious returns. Teams are producing 10 times the ad variations they used to and reporting up to a 50% bump in return on ad spend. But behind those numbers is a quiet reality. Most of these brands are actively hiding their use of these tools because they know the AI label can trigger a massive consumer backlash, and they are hiding from an escalating legal threat. Right now, there are over 70 active copyright infringement lawsuits against AI developers, with some recent cases resulting in billion-dollar settlements over the use of pirated training data. This split-screen diagram shows exactly where the tension lies. On the left side, we see marketing adoption hitting 86%. On the right side, the number of major copyright lawsuits against AI companies spikes from 30 to over 70 in just a year. Congress is stepping into that gap. In early 2026, lawmakers introduced the Federal Clear Act to regulate how these models operate. If passed, the Clear Act will force developers and commercial users to publicly report their training datasets. Failing to disclose a copyrighted work carries a civil penalty of $5,000 per instance. So you have to make a choice. You can capture the speed and scale of AI video, but you need a strategy to do it without exposing your business to crippling fines, DMCA takedowns, and brand damage. Let's look at the first major approach, using high-end models like Sora, Kling, or Midjourney to create cinematic hero assets from text prompts. The financial draw is obvious. You get Hollywood-grade camera tracking and complex physics simulations for pennies on the dollar compared to a traditional shoot. The trade-off is the underlying intellectual property risk. These models achieve this level of realism because they were trained on massive amounts of scraped, unauthorized internet data. Using them commercially puts you directly in the crosshairs. Major film studios like Disney and Warner Brothers are actively suing companies like Midjourney over this exact issue. The production value is incredible, but centering these assets in your brand identity risks direct litigation and IP strikes. The second approach targets volume, using platforms like HeyGen or Arcads to turn a single static photo into a talking spokesperson for user-generated content. The efficiency here is hard to beat. A marketer can script, generate, and A/B test 100 direct response ad hooks in an afternoon, all without ever setting up a camera. But that speed comes with a steep qualitative cost, the uncanny valley. Consumers easily spot AI artifacts, stiff facial movements, melting fingers, robotic vocal cadences. When they see it, they instantly lose trust in the brand. AI avatars are a powerful engine for top-of-funnel ad testing, but using them as the authentic face of organic social feeds erodes your community. Track your true cost per usable second. It adds subscription costs, time spent reprompting, and post-production hours. The idea that AI is free disappears when your team wastes hours reprompting just to fix a background glitch. Professional workflows recognize this bottleneck. Because of that, you still need human editors. Someone has to mask out the errors, run it through upscalers, and manually sync the audio to make the clip usable. The actual ROI in AI video comes from discipline. It's knowing exactly when to stop arguing with the prompter and start manually editing footage. The third option focuses entirely on risk mitigation. You pivot your entire production to fully licensed, opt-in AI models. The industry is already being forced in this direction. Following massive copyright settlements and new licensing deals with major record labels, authorized data is becoming the baseline standard. The primary benefit is absolute legal safety. By using licensed platforms, you secure full commercial indemnification for your brand's assets. The trade-off is aesthetic. Currently, licensed models simply don't have the same level of creative variety or raw visual quality as heavily scraped systems. You will have to do more manual post-production to make licensed outputs look polished, but it is the only viable way to protect your brand against incoming legal transparency mandates. This 2026 AI deployment matrix shows your choice depends on matching workflows with legal risk. Agencies find success siloing AI avatars into the testing phase for ad hooks, strictly separated from organic community building. Treat the tech as a rough draft engine to figure out what messaging converts in paid media, and rely on real humans to build trust on your actual timeline. For enterprise brands, the equation changes entirely. You cannot touch unlicensed scraped models. You must build on fully licensed data platforms. With the impending CLEAR Act, claiming ignorance about your training data is a liability. You have to migrate to enterprise-tier models that offer explicit IP indemnification. Finally, indie creators. Your biggest threat is subscription fatigue and workflow fragmentation. Stop paying for overlapping subscriptions. Pick one high-end cinematic generator and rely on traditional editing software to fix the glitches. Your competitive advantage is agility. That agility is dictated entirely by managing your true cost per usable second. The technology offers an incredible amount of creative speed, but copyright law is drawing the hard boundaries of commercial use. The brands that win will be the ones that optimize for that velocity, while rigorously shielding themselves from the legal exposure.